we're starting a new project today. But the first thing I need you to do is like this video, subscribe to our channel so you can see future videos and get notifications from them. And that way you'll keep up to date with what we're doing and what's going on. But to start out with today, our project at hand. Have you ever been to a mystery quilt retreat? If you have not, they are really fun. But we're going to do one at home today. So, mystery quilt is you're going to make a quilt, you don't know what it is until the end. If you don't like mystery quilts, not a problem. Just watch the video through the series, and then at the end you'll know what it looks like, and then you can start your own. But anyway, this is what we're working on. You have to have, for this quilt pattern, you'll need a layer cake, which this is the layer cake we're picking. It's a Moda Happiness Blooms by Deb Strain. So this is the layer cake we're choosing. Then we're going to need 40 squares of a solid fabric. In this case, we're using white. There's white throughout this pattern and cream, but we chose white. So we've got 40 white squares. You can either buy white layer cakes or whatever color layer cakes you want, solids, or you can cut it yourself. If you're going to cut it yourself, you'll need about 3 yards. So that's what we've done. We've already cut our 10-inch squares, so we're a step ahead. So there's my 10-inch squares. Here's my layer cake. There's 42 pieces in a layer cake. Here's the one that I've already opened. There's 42 pieces in this layer cake set. You only need 40 of them. 40 of these, 40 of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here and pick out 2 that I don't want. Like, I don't want that one. I like it, but I don't want it for this project because it's too close to a solid. Then I'm going to come through here and see what other one I want to pick out. And I'm just going to keep 40 in the set. So that's step 1. So let's pick it out, and then we'll go over to the sewing machine. So stay with us. Before we get to sewing, we're going to draw some lines on here. On the white piece, or whatever color you picked for the solid, we're going to take from one corner of the 10-inch square to the other, and we're going to draw a line with pencil. Then we're going to come to the other side and do the same thing. So we've got an X across there. Now we're going to take it to the sewing machine. Okay, the next step, we've got our line drawn diagonally across the center of both sides, and just for ease for me, you don't have to do it, and I won't normally do it. I'm just showing you. I did a dotted line on the 1/4 inch of each side of that solid line where we drew the X, because that's where I'm going to sew down. So I'm going to take it over to the sewing machine. Let me move you so you can see the sewing machine. And I'm going to go not on that middle line that I drew the X, but a 1/4 inch on each side of that. And I'm going to sew down that line. So again, I'm not in the middle going straight across. I'm a 1/4 inch off of that line. And I'm going all the way down this side. Then, when I've done that, you'll see what I did. I did that 1/4 inch line across there. I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to come across both sides of that. So here's my X across here. I'm going 1/4 inch on each side and a 1/4 inch on each side. And then we'll be right back. Okay, we've sewn our diagonal lines across the 10-inch squares of the solid prints. And if you'll remember, here's our line that we drew with the pencil. And then here's our piece where we took the print side face in, and then the solid fabric up against it. And we drew, that was the line we drew across there. And then we did 1/4 inch seam allowance on each side of that line that we drew. So now you've got an X, 2 lines going this way, 2 lines going this way. We're going to take this, and now if you've got a rotating cutting mat, this is perfect for this. But mine is at the house, which is doing me of no good right now. So I'm just going to use a regular cutting mat. So you're going to take this, and you're going to go straight down the middle. Line it up straight down the middle. It should be 5 inches over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5 inches over here. So you're going to take your rotary cutter and you're going to cut straight down that side without moving the fabric. You're going to do the same thing on this side. You're going to line up the 5-inch line over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to see that you're matching up with this middle point, and then you're going to cut going this way. This is where the the rotating mat was perfect. I'm left-handed, so this is not doing too good for me. Then you've got that cut. Then you're going to take it, again, without moving this fabric, and you're going to line it up to that pencil mark that we did. Not the line we sewed on, the line in between the two lines we sewed on, the dead center across the fabrics. And you're going to cut that way. You're going to do the same thing this way without moving the fabric. Line it up and cut it. So now you've got all your pieces that are cut, and you just pull them apart and you've got half square triangles. Then you're gonna cut this little tip off straight across there, do the same thing straight across there, iron them flat with the seam going towards the dark side, and then you're gonna have your half square triangles. You're gonna cut this little tip off, cut this little tip off, iron it with the dark side seam going to the dark side. Then when you've ironed them all, we'll come back for the next step. But that should keep you busy for a little bit. You got 40 squares to do that to. So, have fun with it, and we'll see you back for the next section. But don't forget, please like and subscribe to our channel. Like our videos, subscribe to our channels. It means a whole lot more than you know to us. So, we watch those numbers and get excited when they move. So, how about making our day and subscribe to our channel? And we'll see you back for the next set.